just got these from AliExpress, and they're the Mechanic a Topper Precision Tweezers A level. Right, I don't know how good they are, but I'm going to test them in front of yourselves. And because the ones I've got is these normal ones you get 5 in a pack for 6-7 quid or something like that. And what we're gonna do is try some of, like, picking this thread up and see if these ones work. So if I try picking up the thread with these ones, as you can see, it just, you know, you're struggling, and basically if I, yeah, it just comes out. And if I'm holding it here, and then basically you see it's not even holding it tight, so you got to get it right at the end. Right, once you get it at the end, then it's fine. But that means you're going to be wasting time trying to just hold a little piece of thread, jumper wire like this, a thin one. It's going to take some time. And this one is the same. Basically, as you can see, it's just going, if I'm just holding it, and it's going through straight away. But with these ones, they're saying they're better than the other ones, so let's see. They're a bit heavier and nicely made, and basically on this one you see you got it straight away, and you can see I'm pulling on it and it's not letting go, so that's really good. As you can see, you know, I can hold it from anywhere and pull that, and that is really good. So let's say that's a small capacitor there. So with this, right, it's not grabbing it the way it should be. I don't know if I can get that into focus or not. Right, if I hold there, that's fine. Okay, what about the other one? Yeah, if it gets it, it does the job. But right, with this, I'm not pushing any pressure. Basically, I'm just, you know, just holding it slightly, and it just gets the capacitor straight away. With that one, I'm applying force. Yeah, I'm applying quite a little bit of force in that one. Okay, let's test it on a board basically. So if we're on a board and we're trying to get something, it's going to be easier to get it with this tweezer, and easy to hold. It's really not that thick at the end. They're slim compared to these ones. If you look, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. If you look at these are quite thick at the ends. They're not as you can see there. And if I get the other one, and if you look at them, they're really thin, and it's got more of a surface to hold from. It's from like about here to about there, so you got a bit more of a hold on those. I suppose each tweezers, you know, it's got its own purpose. That was the tweezers that I got, and they look quite good, so I'll probably have to keep this top on, so just in case if I drop it or something, you don't want to be bending the ends, and once the ends are bent, then it's useless. It's not going to be doing any good job after that. But these are quite good. So these ones were from Mechanic, from AliExpress, and they weren't that expensive either. I think they're about 3 to 5 quid, somewhere around there. And the other thing I've got is this IC, or, you know, when you get rubbish on these motherboards around the, I don't know if I can see if there is anything here. I've got you know, when you get the North Bridge or South Bridge, and they got like a what you call it, glue around there to hold it down permanently. and so it doesn't move the chip. And sometimes that is really hard to remove. So once you're heating it with this, you could just be pushing it along, because you've got different types of heads that you can interchange with this. So if you look at this one here, right, if you look at these, you get like different types. So there's little ones and bigger ones, and you know, whatever suits the purpose of what you're going to be doing. So I've just put this one in for now. And basically I was thinking, you know, if you've got like an IC or something that you want to remove when you're heating it, and you don't want to be poking it with something big and hard, because maybe you could poke it and then get all these little capacitors or ICs. So in here you could just be pushing it there just to check if it is done or not. I suppose you could use this in multi ways. I don't know, shall we try removing the Super IO and see how it works with this? Let's try it. Okay, we're going to put a bit of flux around the chip just to make it a little bit easier, and we'll see if that pen does anything. Okay, so let's get this, heating this up, get the other thing on. Okay, come on around there, there we go. And I don't know if you can hear my voice over this. Let me just get that up there before it gets in the way. I'm getting in the way of the camera, so. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up. As you can see, this one is a bit like a little, like a hook. So I'm going to see what happens with that. If I just push a little bit, so I know it's not moved nothing yet. The flux is bubbling slowly. The temperature is like 380 at the moment. So it's quite a big chip. So if I poke it a little bit more, no, nothing. Actually, I'm going to use the other one with the one I was saying. So you got a little edge there where you can poke it in a little bit and see if anything's moved. No, it's still solid. Nope. Right, still needs a lot of heat. I suppose one other way is put a little bit of solder all the way around it, so get the lead-free solder off, or a little bit mixed with the lead one. There you go, and we can just flip it, as you can see. So that way we haven't damaged nothing. Let me just get this out of the way. And so basically these are quite good in that way, because at least you're not damaging nothing. Get that out of the way and have a little close look. And and I'll get the camera right in and see if we've damaged anything around it or not, or did you pull any capacitors or... Right, okay, that's fine. Right, okay, let me see if I can get this right up to the camera and see if we can focus on that. And yeah, as you can see, they're all nice and clean, apart from one thing I just seen there. Hang on, where is it? I don't know if that is gunk or anything. Yeah, so basically we haven't pulled anything out. That will be cleaned out with the solder once we use. Yeah, everything's fine. There's nothing being pulled out, and that's good. And let's have a look at the IC chip itself and see what's happened to that. Yeah, all the legs are in its place and everything. Yeah, that's fine. Just turn it over and have a look at that. Once that's clean, you know, nothing's moved basically, and that's what you want, because you can use this IC on another board or something, and if you pushed it with something else and one or two legs bend, sometimes they won't line up in the proper places. So that's quite good. So put that up there, and if you try now, what I'm going to do is try to take off. What shall we take off? Let's try taking off one of... Yeah, we'll take off that bit there. Could be a diode or could be something, I don't know. Or shall we go for something else? No, that looks okay actually. Just want to get it where the camera is. Hang on, let me just do it the way the camera should be. There. Right, okay, so we'll take this bit off here with this tweezers, and then we'll try to take another one off. The same thing with the other tweezers. We've got another two there. So we'll try that one first with this tweezers. Put a little bit of flux on it. And I'll put some on that one as well, because we're going to do that one as well. Let's get the airflow going. Right, okay, so here we go. So first we're going to use these tweezers. Let's see if it makes any difference. I think it's better keep moving the hot air. That way you don't burn the board itself, because when I first was doing this, I used to bubble up all the board, and then all the circuits and everything were gone basically, and I used to ruin a board like that. If you keep moving it, at least it's not, you know, in the same place. You're not giving heat at one place. And plus it's unleaded solder, so that takes a bit more temperature to come off. As you can see, it's not still coming off. I suppose if you're doing it under a microscope it's a bit bad, but I haven't got a camera for the microscope. No, not yet. It's not melted yet. No. Plus this one is a shorter version, and once you're heating this, because of these tweezers, they're not that long, you're burning your hands as well basically if you're not careful. Nope, it's still not come off. Nope, let me just put the airflow a little bit up. It's on 60 at the moment, so I'm going to put it on 70. See if that makes any difference. Let's put a little bit more flux on that one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so it looks, yeah, there we go. So you see I dropped it twice, that's the third time. You know, just getting it right there is a nightmare. Okay, so I'll just put that there. Right, we'll try the other tweezers now on this other one. The one, that one there in the corner, and see how we get on with those tweezers. Yeah, I can see a little bit of the solder maybe. There you go. You see that? With this one, I picked it up straight away. Obviously, if I didn't let go of it. You know, you get it straight away. So let me just do the next one to it. And then, so basically I've got it there now. And it's not coming out of it. So I can just put it wherever I want. And it's done. Let's see if we can get something else. This is a bigger IC here. Obviously the board's a bit heated up now. So and there you go. I think these tweezers are much better because you're getting the thing straight away and you can pick them up. There you go. Obviously, if you're under the microscope, it'll be a little bit more better because you can see a bit more. These things are tiny. Right, okay, so let me just put the heat back into its stand. Let that cool down, then I'll show you the parts. So basically, these things are really tiny, as you can see. Come on. Yeah, okay. Now, there you go. As you can see, they're really tiny, these things. And, you know, you've got to be really... Yeah, there you go. So, they... And with these tweezers, it's really good because you can pick them up straight away. You see that? Straight away. And it's tight. It's not, like, loose. And the other parts that I've took off, and they're even tinier. And let me just want to keep these because just in case I need them. Obviously there's some flux on there as well, so you know, that's another one. Let me just put that there. And then we got these little resistors or capacitors. I don't know which one they are. Yeah, that looks like a capacitor. And you know, they're really tiny. And you know, to hold these things, it's going to be hard, and if it's like that, it's really good, these tweezers, because it's got some surface to it where we can hold it. And if I try that with the other ones, it's got some flux on it now, so it's sticking to the thing, so that's, you know, if you, it's a bit hard to get hold of it. You see that? There, oh, there you go. See, this is the trouble. If the tweezers aren't right, you're going to lose the items as well, because it hasn't got the surface to hold it, and then it slips out. As you can see, it's only got that little point there at the end to hold something, and if you push them even harder, then you know you got it. That's a lot of force I'm using now to join them, and you still can see a little gap through there. So it looks like those tweezers are going to be really good. Because these ones, you got more surface to it, and it has, if you look, if I push it harder now, I've got from round here to there to hold something. Yeah, I will really get one of these. that's the ones from the Mechanic and AliExpress. Let me just show you the box again. Let's get that into focus. Yeah, there you go. High hardness and sharp. And plus these are longer as well. So, you know, when you're doing these kind of work, you don't want to burn yourself. And look, it doesn't look much, but you know, because these are thin as well, they're going to heat up as well quicker, because you're right there, because you're going to hold it about there, aren't you, to pick something up. And with these ones you can be a bit further back as well, so you're a bit more back with these, and you can save your hands from getting the heat on there. Right, that's all I have today, guys. I'm just trying to do these little videos and till I get the cameras and all that proper. And at the moment my focus and all the, what you call it, lighting is not brilliant, but I'll get this slowly. Okay, so that was the blades for taking off ICs, reballing and all that kind of stuff, because that would be good, because if you're like reballing and you're just taking a chip off that's got a lot of like, hang on, let me just show you, like even that. So when you're heating up, you could probably just put some flux and just move it off like that, the solder, and that way you're not damaging nothing either. So that way you'll get all the rubbish off it. And this is quite handy, because if you're using one of those hard blade ones, I've seen some people using the pry openers, you know, the ones you pry open stuff with, like these. They're okay, but they're hard and they could scratch something, and then you could be, you know, you could lose a connection somewhere with these. So that's two things. That's one of the pens. It's quite nice as well. It feels good in your hand as well. It's like a little pencil. Well, I'll leave it at that, and I'm trying to get some other videos. I've ordered some other bits from AliExpress, but I don't know when they're going to come in. So let's see, when they come in, I'll do these little reviews on them. Okay guys, thanks for watching.